Being along for the ride through somebody's cancer journey really does change you, especially when it's somebody you love. With Alina, it's not just watching somebody go through treatment, appointments, exhaustion, fear, or all of the things that come with it. It's learning how to show up in the little ways too. And for me, one of those ways is making her wigs. A lot of people don't realize how emotional hair loss can be until they see it up close. Hair is tied to confidence, identity, femininity, personality, really all of that. So when somebody is already fighting for their health, losing their hair can feel like losing another piece of themselves too. And I keep thinking, if I can help bring even a little bit of comfort back to her, then that's all that matters. And making these wigs isn't just about beauty. It becomes love in physical form. Sitting there customizing them, styling them, trying to make sure that they look natural and feel like her. It gives me purpose sometimes during a time where everything feels uncertain. Because when somebody you care about is battling cancer, you feel helpless a lot of the time. You can't take the pain away and magically fix things, but you can stand beside them. And that's what I'm learning with this whole journey, for real, honestly. It's just really about showing up. Even when you're tired, even when you don't know what to say, sometimes support really just looks like conversations. Sometimes it looks like silence, and sometimes it looks like staying up late, making sure a wig is perfect because you want them to still recognize themselves in the mirror. There are good days and there are bad days. Days where we laugh and joke around like everything is normal, and days where reality really does hit hard. But one thing I'll always respect where Alina's concerned is her strength. Because cancer tries to take a lot from people mentally, physically, and emotionally. But seeing somebody keep going anyway is powerful. This journey also reminds me how important support really is. People battling cancer need more than medicine. They need love, they need patience, and they need people around them that remind them that they're still beautiful. And honestly, making these wigs does become bigger than hair to me because every strand and every style carries intention behind it. It's me saying, I'm here with you. I'm not in front of you. I'm not behind you. I'm beside you, along for the ride every step of the way. And no matter how hard the journey gets, I just want her to know that she never has to face it alone. And going through something like this also changes the way that you look at everyday life. Little things start to mean a little more. A regular conversation, a good laugh, a peaceful day, even just seeing somebody have enough energy to smile for a little while. You stop taking those moments for granted. Cancer has a way of slowing everything down and reminding you what actually matters. I think a lot of people assume strength always looks loud, like being positive every second or acting like nothing hurts. But being around Alina really does teach me that strength can look quiet too. Sometimes strength is just getting up and facing another day when you're exhausted, mentally and physically. Sometimes it's sitting through another appointment. Sometimes it's trying to feel normal even when life doesn't feel normal at all, you know? And for the people supporting somebody through cancer, you learn how important consistency is. It's not just showing up one time when things first happen, but continuing to be there as time goes on. Because the world really does keep moving while that person is still fighting a battle every single day. People eventually go back to their routines, but the journey for them really it doesn't stop. That's another reason why making these wigs means so much to me. It's one of the ways that I can help bring a little bit of normalcy back into a situation that feels so heavy. And every time I work on one, I'm thinking about her confidence. I'm thinking about her comfort. I'm thinking about helping her feel like herself during a time where so much is changing around her. This experience also makes me realize how powerful care can be. Not expensive gifts, not big speeches, just genuine care. Checking in, listening, sitting with somebody on the hard days, helping without being asked. Those are the things that matter more than people realize. There are moments where this journey feels unfair, it feels overwhelming, even emotionally draining for everybody involved. But at the same time, it also shows how much love can exist in hard situations. It shows how people come together, how resilience grows, and how even the small acts of kindness can carry somebody through another difficult day. And I think it's the biggest thing I keep learning through all of this is you don't always have to have the perfect words or the perfect solution. Sometimes the most meaningful thing you can do for somebody is simply stay. You stay supportive, you stay patient, you stay present. Because when somebody is fighting the battle of their life, knowing they're not fighting it alone can make all the difference in the world. And something else this journey really changes for me is the way I look at hair altogether. Because before all of this, I used to cut my hair off all the time with the mindset of, it's just hair, it'll grow back. And for me, it always did. I never really thought twice about it. Hair was just hair, something temporary, something I could switch up whenever I really felt like it, for real. But being this close to somebody going through cancer changes that perspective completely for the second time around. Because years ago, my mom was diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer, and by the grace of God, she's healed and still here with us today. So walking through another cancer journey now brings back a lot of emotions and a lot of reminders about how deeply cancer affects not just one person, but everybody connected to them. Because the truth is, it's not just hair for everybody. There are people who would give anything just to have a choice to grow it, style it, cut it, dye it, braid it, or even complain about a bad hair day. There are people looking in the mirror trying to reconnect with themselves after losing something that made them feel confident and familiar. And I think that realization is what humbles me the most. It made me more grateful for the things that I used to overlook without even thinking. Because when something is always available to you, sometimes you don't realize the emotional value attached to it until you see somebody else lose it unexpectedly. Hair carries memories. Hair carries personality. It carries confidence, culture, expression. Sometimes it's one of the few things that help people feel in control when everything else around them feels uncertain. That's why making wigs for Alina has become deeper than appearance for me. It's not just putting together hair. I'm helping rebuild comfort. I'm helping restore confidence. I'm helping create memories where she can look at herself and still see herself despite everything she's fighting through. And honestly, watching somebody navigate that kind of loss with strength really does put life into perspective. It reminds me how easy it is to take normal things for granted. We complain about so many things every day without realizing someone else is praying just to feel normal again. This journey also teaches me that empathy grows when you truly witness what somebody else is going through. It's easy to say, it's just hair. But when you've never had it taken away from you, you see the emotional impact that it really does bring up close. It changes your mindset. You become softer, more understanding, more intentional with your words and actions. And I think that's the part of what cancer does to everybody connected to it. It forces people to slow down and see life differently. It teaches gratitude in places you never expected to find it. And another thing this journey keeps teaching me is beauty does not disappear just because life gets hard. Somebody can be tired, sick, overwhelmed, going through treatments, losing weight, gaining weight, losing hair, fighting emotional battles every single day, and still be beautiful. I think society teaches people to connect beauty with only perfection. Perfect hair, perfect skin, perfect body, perfect circumstances. But being close to somebody battling cancer changes the way you see all of that. Because real beauty starts showing up in places way deeper than appearance. Sometimes beauty looks like strength on days when somebody wants to give up but keeps going anyway. Sometimes beauty is the courage to look in the mirror during one of the hardest seasons of your life and still find a reason to smile. Sometimes beauty is vulnerability. Sometimes it's resilience. Sometimes it's just faith. Watching Alina go through this reminds me that a person's value is never tied to what cancer tries to take away from them. Losing hair does not take away beauty. Scars do not take away beauty. Hard days do not take away beauty. And needing help does not make somebody weak. If anything, there's something incredibly powerful about seeing somebody continue to shine despite everything they're carrying. That kind of beauty comes from the inside out. It comes from character. It comes from strength. It comes from grace and the ability to keep pushing forward when life feels unfair. And I think that's why making these wigs means so much to me. It's not because I believe beauty only exists within hair, because it doesn't. It's because everybody deserves to feel confident. Everybody deserves moments where they can look at themselves and feel good despite the circumstances around them. Sometimes the true beauty is just surviving and staying strong.